What is going on, YouTube guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. It is Pokestocks here, and in this episode we're going to be going over this week's hottest buys and best purchases that you should be looking to add into your collection for the first week of September, guys. Time is flying. I can't believe it. We're in September already. Before we hop into this video, if you have not already, go ahead and join the Discord, guys. We're approaching nearly 800 members. Thank you all for the insane growth. If you want to have interaction with me and talk to like-minded people, and of course be part of an amazing community, guys, then join down below. And remember, none of this is financial advice. This is all my opinion. Let's dive into this. So we're starting this video, whatever you want to call it, guys, off with Pokemon Center ETBs, because Pokemon Center ETBs were definitely a highlight of August. What we saw in August was a massive surge in a lot of these products. We heard, Obsidian Flames nearly break 1K, 151 obviously breaking records every single day. And we just saw a massive surge and a massive amount of money into these products. Now, I'm going to answer this question, guys. Why? Why do I think people are picking up Pokemon Center ETBs? Why? One of the biggest questions right now, and a lot of people, are new, don't know this stuff. So I'll go over it, guys. I'll draw it out for you. Two graphs to make it easy and simple. So Pokemon Center ETBs sort of look like this right now with pricing, right? Boom, 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 boom. And then we either have, some products like regular ETBs that go like this, and then we might have something like this, and then we might have something like this. And then you might have something like this. So you guys get the point, right? I should probably do Pokemon Center so it's easier to see. Pokemon Center and then regular. Now here is this is my thought process on why Pokemon Center ETBs have better growth than regular ETBs. This is not really a true statement 1000%, but 990% a true statement. So theoretically, it is kind of accurate. Pokemon Center ETBs, guys, just a common sense answer to this, don't have a lot of print runs. When we usually have one release on the Pokemon Center, they tend to be the only release. If we're lucky, Pokemon decides to release 2, and then if we're really spoiled, they tend to release 3. 3, guys, of being restocks of the Pokemon Center ETBs. Regular ETBs, think about Prismatic Evolutions. We just went through so many waves, guys, of Costco, Sam's Club, Costco again, and then we had the release date of Target, Walmart. So what happens is regular ETBs tend to have a lot more printing fluctuation, however you say that word. I'm not good at my English, guys. Sorry, I need to take English again. And then we have Pokemon Center ETBs, which tend to have one release, and that's it. Which is why they tend to see so much better growth, is because they don't get a lot of print. And if they do get a restock, whatever you want to call it, they fall dramatically, and then they pick right back up literally 2 days later. So guys, that is why Pokemon Center ETBs are definitely a highlight, because you have to remember, a lot of people right now, especially in September, whatever your thought process is, a lot of people are scared of the quote-unquote bubble popping. So what they're ending up doing is, instead of buying booster boxes and ETBs, which could have, reprints, everything like that, they're pouring their money into exclusive products, which if the bubble does pop, these prices are really not going to move, because there's really no reason for them to move. Does that make sense? So I hope I just answered that question very straightforward, very clearly. Now, I do want to talk to you guys about what Pokemon Center ETBs are currently doing, and some really hot ones right now. We have Journey Together, which had a massive surge into the month of September, sort of at the end of August, right? Right here, up 25%, guys. Literally just in a week. We have some sales at 165. Funny story, I went to a card show last week. I bought this, guys, for $105, and lowest listing is $168. You see, I was not expecting to make short-term gain on this. This is all long-term. That's all I do. But I guess I'll take $60 in 1 week. I'm not selling it, but that's just, the theoretically profit I made that fast. Practically, I talked to the vendor. He was like, he wanted to sell them, so I just bought them off of them. But look at this chart, guys. Pokemon Center ETBs were so relatively cheap for, literally the whole boom, right? They just fell out of price and they just stayed there. And then recently, and I'll show you guys this, all of them are now just having a massive surge. This is now pushing to 150. We have Stellar Crown, which has had another massive pump. Someone in the Discord said, Pokestocks, what's going on with Stellar Crown, bro? This hit $200. And I was like, oh shit, did it actually? And I was like, fuck, that's true. We have Destined Rivals. Boom, pumped up. Past 6 months, to give you guys a broader view, right? Staying at 185, then all of a sudden pushed to 260. Like, look at that, bro. From 202 to 260, guys. Just like that. And now we're pushing to nearly 300. And then here are some underrated buys that I think are going to do the exact same that you guys could make at the time of recording this video right now. Black Bolt, White Flare have not yet moved. They are currently, and this is not my opinion, guys. This is just complete facts. Look at the data. Look at the charts. Right, past 6 months, you know, it went from 180 and it surged to 260, guys. Black Bolt, it's been 180. Of course, it's gaining some value because that's just what products do, but they've not spiked dramatically. Same thing with White Flare. And honestly speaking, guys, to tell you the 100% truth, not too many people are talking about Black Bolt, White Flare right now. I feel like this set is really under the radar. Even myself, I totally forgot this set existed. I don't know why. It's just like not out there. And I think as, you know, into the month of September, this will have a boom. It's more than guaranteed because people are buying out every other Pokemon Center ETB. Why not Black Bolt, White Flare? And for those of you guys who want to argue, well, Black Bolt, White Flare isn't a good set, Pokestocks. Actually, that's complete BS. This is one of the strongest sets, guys, right now in Scarlet and Violet. Just look at the price to pack. I'm sorry. Look at the overall set value. It's almost competing with Prismatic Evolutions. Crazy to say that. But guys, these are still under 200. You can do what you want, but I'm saying maybe this is going to surge to 300 just using complete data. Not my opinion right there. Also, this one is just on clearance. If you guys want to pick up a really good thing, Astral Radiance, Sword and Shield, Pokemon Center ETB, still having a market price of $130. Guys, I mean, listen. What do you think? I mean, come on. Is it really that hard of a question to ask? Hands down, one of the coolest Pokemon Center ETBs from the Sword and Shield era. I'm a big fan, guys, of Darkrai. I'm a big fan of like the Ghost type Pokemon, and this is so cool. The purple, the dark, and guys, when we have the new set Phantasmal Flames releasing this November, I think a lot of people are going to be choosing to buy, you know, the dark, you know, aesthetic sets, and they're going to be targeting sets like Astral. Not really the set, but the products that have that dark vibe to it, and I think Astral will get a little bit of a pump from that. That's just my opinion right there. But guys, still a really good buy right now in the market. I've been really preaching these Pokemon Center ETBs. You can also include Brilliant Stars in this, but really any Sword and Shield Pokemon Center ETB that's still theoretically under $200, guys, I think it's a great purchase, because what we're seeing, and again, if we look at this chart right here, nearly we're seeing a new baseline. We're seeing a new baseline around $200 to $300, guys, for Pokemon Center ETBs. We still have Twilight Masquerade at $150 for a market price, but everything else is nearly in the $200s. And I don't know about you, but I think it's a great time, guys, to pick some of these up right now, especially in September, because we know what September's doing and we know what it could offer. So next up, guys, I do want to talk to you guys about Prismatic Evolutions. Not to just yap another 50 minutes about Prismatic, because I've been talking a lot about it, but I do want to bring up what's going on with this Sam's Club box. Guys, let me tell you one thing. I'm analyzing this product every single day. It just released officially yesterday at Sam's Club stores, and we saw what, as expected, a massive fall, a massive buy volume, and now we're seeing a little uptick in pricing. So, guys, please pay attention to this. This Prismatic Sam's Club product is the exact same thing as the Sea and Sky collection, and as the same thing as Blooming Waters. You know what I'm saying by the same thing, right? They're the same vibe, they give off the same environment, they're the same quote-unquote product. You're buying these three, guys. You're buying these Sam's Club products for the packs. Now, here's something I find kind of interesting. This comes with 14 packs of Prismatic Evolutions, and if we do 115, which, guys, is the third party selling, as you guys can see, 115 was the selling right there. 115 divided by 14, $8.21 a pack, and we check Prismatic packs right now. They're sitting at nearly a market price of $9. So this product, not my opinion here, I want to keep bringing that up. I really just use facts on a lot of this stuff. This is the cheapest price to pack ratio, guys, right now with Prismatic Evolutions. And what's happening, if we look at the price of a pack, it's fallen dramatically. Since August 30th, we're down nearly 10%. And it's kind of a big thing, guys, for, you know, Prismatic to fall, like, most importantly, the packs to fall that much in just such a short period of time. And what's happening right now is we're starting to see products like the Prismatic ETB get affected by this price to pack ratio. Regardless if you like it or not, it's happening. We saw a massive pump on September 1st to 107. These released yesterday, 104, and now we're down to 103. Now, it's important to know that this product right here, guys, is not going to directly affect the ETB, because the ETB is a whole different product, a whole different niche. But what it will do is it will do a little bit of a dent, guys. It's going to hurt the sort of economic state of Prismatic as a whole market. And I think the ETB is just going to take a little bit of a hit, because as the packs are falling, the packs inside this ETB are also going to be falling and losing value. So I'm bringing this up because I don't think a lot of you guys realize that Prismatic Evolutions right now in the first week of September, moving on, maybe in the whole month, we might get lucky, might be one of the greatest times to pick Prismatic up. I really do think that if you guys truly believe in the packs, if you're a big pack believer, what do I mean by that? Is that if you believe that in 2-3 years, people are going to be wanting to just buy packs of Prismatic to open, have that nostalgia of the 2025 times. Ooh, great times, guys, isn't it? They're going to be targeting products like this. And I said this last video, and I'm still sticking to my point. Excuse me, let me drink some coffee. I just got up in the morning. Thank you for being patient. If we currently look, guys, we're starting. I said this. I'm sorry, I got off track. Yesterday, I stated that September 4th to September 5th, I'm going to look back at this chart, and I said this yesterday, September 2nd, we're starting to see some gain. Because, truly speaking, this is a one-and-done product, I believe. And that's all we know right now. We know that this product just released yesterday officially at all US stores. And now we're starting to see it gain value. Now, you could take that for what you want. But I think by September 4th, by September 5th, maybe by September 7th, however long you want to push this date, it's going to be worth a lot more than 117 and 115. Now, again, I'm not a FOMO investor. I don't tell you guys to buy things. I don't want to be that pressured guy. But I feel, and going back to the times when Prismatic ETBs released at Costco, remember that massive downfall? They all gained value again. And here's a little bonus that this might change your mind on that. Even though Prismatic ETBs, past year, they went through so many ups and downs, because Sam's Club and Costco kept targeting this product through waves of reprints. Guys, this is a Sam's Club exclusive, and this is not an ETB. This is a truly speaking, an exclusive product. We're not going to get this again. This is not something, 90% chance, right? This could happen. This happened with Blooming Waters, but with this product, I don't know. We're probably not going to see this get released at Target. We're probably not going to see this get released at GameStop, because it is a Sam's Club exclusive, and Sam's Club is really protective of their stuff. Did we see Sea and Sky, guys, get released at Target? Did we see Sea and Sky get released at GameStop? I don't think any of those. But did we see Blooming Waters? We did. And Blooming Waters, if you guys remember, was a Costco exclusive at one point. Sea and Sky, Sam's Club exclusive. So I think really it's going to start gaining value ASAP, because Prismatic Evolutions, it's Prismatic Evolutions, one of the strongest sets right now in the Scarlet and Violet era. And I think it's going to start pumping to probably 120, 130, 140, and then it's going to take off. Now, you can take that for what you want, but just using facts, it's the cheapest price to pack ratio right now. Booster bundles can sort of compete, but I believe booster bundles are $10 a pack. If I were to check that to verify. They have market price of 60. Common math, 60 divided by 6 is $10. So, yeah. Everything is starting to have a correction. Everything is starting to pump up. And again, you could take that for what you want, but I don't think, guys, you should fumble Prismatic. I don't think you should fumble this set, because we know what Prismatic could do, and I feel like right now buying it out at the $100 mark is probably the lowest it'll ever go, and we've seen that in the past year. Have we ever seen it, guys, go below 100? And of course we've seen it go below, but have we ever seen it stayed below 100? No. I mean, listen, look at my finger, bro. It's just over 100 every single time. It's just always over 100. So right now might be the safety net. 100 might be the all-time low, might be the floor, and it's just going to keep going up. So let me know what you guys think about that, because it's just really interesting. And also, I do want to transition boats really quick. I do want to talk about the Sea and Sky collection. Not so much about Blooming, because I talked a lot about Blooming. I think Blooming is a great buy as well. But the Sea and Sky collection, I believe, is going to have another massive pump, guys, this month. Pokestocks, why is Sea and Sky going to have a massive pump this month? Well, guys, Crown Zenith is starting to gain a lot of momentum again. And now, why do I think this is happening? I think I talked about this in my predictions, bro. If we go to announcements, I made a predictions chart. Let's see. August 30th, Crown Zenith ETBs, consistent growth, eyeing 220. We have the ETBs, guys, gaining 5% this month from 185 all the way to 197, pushing nearly $200 market value. Crown Zenith is having a pump, and this is my theory on why Prismatic is starting to see a lot of gain right now. This is honestly, guys, just truly my opinion here. Not really much evidence to back it up. But I think people don't realize it yet, but Scarlet and Violet is officially over. Like, I still can't believe that. Like, I still can't believe I'm saying that. It's just crazy to me how Scarlet and Violet's over. We're hopping into Mega Evolution, obviously speaking, and I think people are going to be like, OMG. Scarlet and Violet's over? Okay, instead of buying Scarlet and Violet, where can I turn to? They're going to be turning to Crown Zenith, because Crown Zenith is still relatively cheap. It really is, guys. I mean, ETBs for 200, kind of expensive, but, you know, compare that to booster boxes and everything else of the other Sword and Shield sets. Those are pushing thousands now. So they're going to be targeting this set because it does have really, really good quality. And I think people are going to be buying the Seed Sky because they believe in the packs and they want to go ahead and pick this stuff up. Now, it's just totally my opinion. You could call it Yip Yap. I don't know if you want to, but that's just what I think. But I think as we're going to start to see more growth in Crown Zenith right now, the Seed Sky is probably going to gain a lot of momentum and a lot more value. This thing is really, I mean, you could call it, you know, still growing. Obviously, past 6 months, up 40%. But if we really analyze, you know, July to August, guys, it was just like really at a market of 170, not really gaining much momentum. And just like every single product in September, everything is starting to surge again. So I think this is probably going to start doing very, very well. I currently have 6 of these in my collection. Again, just what I could afford and what I believe in. So that's going to be it, guys, for this video. I'm going to be talking more about 151 and everything in my next video, so stay tuned for that. It's just I try to have a video length of nearly 15 minutes, and I don't want to go over that because then, yeah, it just becomes yip yap, and I don't want to waste your guys' time. So thank you all so much for watching. What do you guys think? Do I have valid points? Again, nearly 90% of this video was just using straight facts, not talking a lot of my opinion. Of course, I threw it in, but literally, that's all I think. And that's going to be it, guys, for this video. Thank you all so much. Again, if you want to go ahead and join the Discord, join down below. Appreciate it. Have a great day, guys.